Hey, good morning. This is Christopher coming to you today on a Saturday with another blog here. Today we're going to talk about vector. Vectors are not something that you would want. It is an overseer in the insurance industry, okay? But before I begin, if you're new to the industry, there's two magazines that you may want to take advantage of. One is called Insurance Selling Magazine, which is this one. And the other one is called Insurance Network Magazine. Subscribe to these magazines and it'll keep you abreast of what's going on in the insurance industry. You know, no matter if you're selling final expense, selling annuities, Medicare, disability, cancer insurance, what have you. But it keeps you abreast. Now, let's go with some groundkeeping information. Look, my videos that I come to you, I do not edit them. Everything that I am saying, it is raw without me editing. You know, look, I know some people, they take time out to edit and all that. I don't. The reason why I don't, because I want it to be a mainstay in your life so you can see that I am real. So I may make some mistakes on here, but hey, look, the idea is to disseminate the information to you in the insurance world out here. All right, there's going to be several instances where, hey, I'm human, you know, so, and you're not going to see the scripted lines and all that. I am driving. Most of the times that I come to you, it will be while I am driving to go and see a client. Okay, so let's just get that straight out of the way. Now, let's talk about vectors. Vectors are not something that you want as an insurance agent. What I notice out here in the industry is the average agent stay in the business 2 to 3 years. Let me tell you why. See, most of the times those agents, they write up their friends, their family members, co-workers, and all that. But what about when you no longer have friends, family, and co-workers that you've written all up? So what happens then is that you have to find another mean or other leads. So with that being said, when they do that, guess what? The business fall off the books. One is the people stop paying it. 2 is you have a death claim, death certificate. Or 3, people just don't want it, and you got advance on it. Now, you got advance as earned, or you got advance as issued. All right. Then you have you can have either a 6-month advance, or 9-month advance, or even a 12-month advance. Myself personally, I would tell you, if you're not in need of cash, then go with an as earned. But if you're in need of cash, then you know what, hey, go with the advance, you know, the 6 months or the 9 months, how much ever the company is offering you. But if you don't need it, then go with the as earned. That way you can save yourself a lot of trouble. All right, on to vectors. All right, the company is called Vector out of Arizona. Yes, I know, because I was in Vector at one time. So hey, because I had no idea. One of the companies that I represented selling final expense, the manager, he was a clown. I just say it like that. He was a clown, and of course, of him being a clown, he put me in Vector because of leads that he said that I had that I did not have. And after I showed him that I did not have the leads, well, I showed the company that I did not have the leads, then they took it out. But in addition to that, Vector only deal with business that has been written. So if you are in Vector because some jerk off put you in there because of leads or any of that stuff, then you can fight it. It has to be business that was written. All right. Another thing about Vector is anything over $400, it can stop you from getting appointed with another company. So if you have $395 of unworthy business in there, then guess what? Vector will take it out if you can just show the records. All right. But I'm not saying swindle the people. You know, sometimes mistakes are made, you know, and therefore they need to be corrected. They need to be corrected the correct way. All right. So, and of course, me saying that though, I have to make sure I'm going where I'm going here. So, but I would tell you this though, as an agent, sometimes we all have a tendency of falling by the wayside. All right. Well, in the beginning, you know, once I decided to come back in the industry, I know I did. Wrote a large amount on an annuity, and you know, hey, it was a five figure amount, and the person, how can I say it? The person died, and in the course of the person, no, he didn't die. No, he did not die. What happened is that this clown decided that he wanted his money back. And in the course of him getting his money back, he got penalized tremendously. He got penalized and something else happened. So he said that I did not tell him certain things. And this was before senior suitability came out. Well, what happened is that I was able to show my records that I did do all that he said I did not do, because I am very meticulous when it comes to keeping records. You know, I don't know if it's from being a prior military man or the other line of work that I used to do, but I always kept my records in an orderly fashion. But what happened is they wanted me, because I got $120,000 off of the deal, and they wanted me to pay like 90. Don't quote me on it, but I think it was like around $94,000 back on it. So, and I was reluctant as heck at first, and for a whole year, I did not pay it. So what happened is that when I started, because with that company, I just felt as though that they were a clown. So when I started trying to get reappointed or get appointed with other companies, they told me I had a vector. So I'm like, a vector? I had no idea what a vector was. No one told me about it. I had to find out on my own, which is why I'm trying to tell you, with the mistakes that I made, I don't want you to make them. All right. So with the vector, I think it was $94,000 that I owed them. So once I realized it, I still had the money. That's what you do when you have an annuity. You don't use that money at least for a year. All right. And with the $120,000, I still had the whole amount, but the company only wanted either 92 or 94,000. So, you know, they gave me some kind of leeway for my time anyway. So I gave them their money back, and they cleared up the vector. That's how I was able to overcome that. You can as well too. All right, but you have to stay diligent, and you have to stay thorough on the knowledge that you have, or you know, that you're given. But I would tell anybody and everybody to pay attention to some of these things that are going on, and you can be successful just like anybody else. Hold on for a second, because I'm trying to find this here address.
Turn right onto Northwest 3rd Avenue.
Yeah, so you just have to pay attention. Pay attention to the things that you're doing. Stay out of vector. All right.
In 800 feet, turn left onto Northwest 51st Street.
So anyway, stay out of vector and just write the business without being if you feel as though a person is not going to pay that bill, don't write it. You have that inkling on your back, so just don't write it. You know, do what you need to do, and as you do it, then you just go from there. Okay. But let me just say this though, one more thing before I get out, because I'm about to meet with Miss Eda. One more thing. If you think that this person is not going to pay that bill, then just walk away from the business. Because which one would you rather have? Would you rather have the money, or would you rather have the chargeback that you're going to have to pay back in several months? And if you don't pay these people their money back, then guess what? They're going to put you in vector. And as they put you in vector, if you try to get appointed with another company, then guess what? No one's going to hire you. And then you're going to be out of the business. And in addition to being out of the business, then these companies can come after you civilly and sue you, which would be a lot more money. The only difference with the other company is I had $90-something thousand, so of course they wanted their money, but they never did, because, you know, once I found out what was going on, it wasn't a year, it was just maybe 4 months. So, and then I called them up, and then I made arrangements, and once I made the arrangement, I wrote them a check and I sent them their money. You can do the same thing as well too. So look, this is Christopher. If you have any questions about the insurance industry, like I said, even though the title says final expense, but I also do other insurance as well too. I'm just here to educate, to disseminate you as an agent, and to tell you some of the things that I made, the mistakes that I made, and some of the earnings that I made from the different insurance industry. All right. So if you like what you hear, subscribe. And if you have a question down below, you know, hey, leave a message down there, or you can email me at finalexpenserep@gmail.com. I will answer any question that you may have. But one thing that I do not adhere to is negativity. Negativity is not something that I travel with. All right. I mean, I travel with the man upstairs. You know, not to say that I'm a very, very spiritual person, but I still have a great belief in him. So if you want to know anything, just leave a message, but all negativity will get you deleted. All right. I can definitely tell you that, though. All right. So anyway, make it a great day. Enjoy your Saturday or whatever day it may be when you see this here. But just stay focused and enjoy yourself as you do it. All right. Christopher out.